But Frankie, it's free agency, man. So what we're going to do here, man, the Patriots, they had some notable moves yesterday. What we're going to do is we're going to bring up the player. I just want to simply ask you your grade or your thoughts on the acquisitions.
Let's do it.
So let's start here. The Patriots signed linebacker Harold Landry to a 3-year, $43.5 million deal. Frankie, I'm going to give that an A for a grade.
Yeah, I'm going to say a B. I mean, he's a good player, but I think it would have been lower if it wasn't for their relationship with Coach Vrabel. So
right.
I think that, B plus on that. That's a good. We needed something like
Absolutely.
that. He's a good pass rush.
The reason I'm saying A is we need the pass rush. Obviously, Patriots were dead last. The guy had 9 sacks last year. He led the Titans.
Yep.
And mind you, he's actually had at least 9 sacks the last 3 seasons.
He's a good player.
We need a pass rush presence, dude. Let's bring it in because let's face it, man, we were dead last in sacks as well.
Yep.
Patriots also signed linebacker Robert Spillane from the Raiders. And Frankie, what are you going to give that for a grade?
I'm about to be on that one too. Another good linebacker, another guy. We're bolstering up the defense. I like to see that. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm actually going to give it a B plus. Spillane is also familiar with Mike Vrabel. He began his career with Tennessee, and it was Vrabel's inaugural season with the Titans. The guy had 158 total tackles last year.
Yeah, I mean, Raiders are terrible last year. So
right.
I mean, yeah, I can see that happening.
He was also the quarterback of their defense. He wore the green dot and everything.
Yep.
So I'm glad we added him. Patriots signed cornerback Carlton Davis to a 3-year, $60 million deal. Frankie, what are you going to give that for a grade?
I'm going to go C plus, B minus. I like the signing, but I still think we paid a little bit more than we needed to for that one. So again, we already had our secondary. It was looking pretty good, but.
I mean, I'm going to put it this way. I'm going to give it a B. He had 11 pass breakups last year, 2 interceptions in only 13 games. He suffered a broken jaw that ended the season. So I hear you there, man, with the money they were throwing at him.
Yep.
But mind you, when it comes to the Pro Football Focus in the ranks, him and Gonzo were both ranked within the top 20.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have 2 of them now in the top 20,
That's
which is great. I mean, it's a good signing. I think it helps the team, and I don't think any of the signings that we made are really bad. Money wise, I think you could
probably could have been a little
change
better.
I think because
they're splurging. They got a lot of money
they have
to
to
spend,
because not a lot of free agents want to come here because of how bad we've played the last 2 seasons.
Absolutely.
So I have to overpay at this point to get some of these guys in. So I'm fine with it, and the defense looks great. So I mean, I think the defense. They're doing all defensive signings, really.
And Davis is actually familiar with our new DC and Terrell Williams from their time with
Davis
Detroit
is a good player,
last year.
so I mean,
we'll see what he does.
Yep.
We got a notable one here, Frankie, a really good one. I'm glad we signed this guy. So the Patriots signed defensive tackle Milton Williams to a 4-year, $104 million deal. I'm giving that an A, bro.
That's an A plus. I mean,
absolutely,
he was arguably the best defensive player out there.
I'm giving it an A plus.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, he was the one everybody wanted, and it looked like he might go somewhere else. And then at the last second, we grabbed him.
Bro, I remember I was working, man. I got the update because my phone was going off, just like Adam Schefter's and everything. I saw that he was signing with the Panthers, man.
Yeah.
And dude, I literally just dropped my phone on the carpet and everything. I'm like, whatever. Then I got another one directly after that said correction. It was from Bleacher Report. It was like Milton Williams is actually chose to sign with the Patriots.
I think we gave him that extra million a year.
You know what
and he was like, you know what? I think it was 100 versus 104. I think it was something like that, honestly.
So, Frank, you got to give this an A plus. Mind you, the guy was ranked second in pressure rate and pass rush grade of 90.4.
Nasty.
And that's an A in my book.
A plus.
Absolutely, brother. And
that's
another good signing we needed, bro. The Patriots signed right tackle Morgan Moses to a 3-year, $24 million deal. I'm giving that an A as well.
A too. We need line as much line help as we can get, obviously. So overall, they're getting one of these because they're killing it.
Yeah, man. I mean, they're kind of correcting the issues that really stood out. And like with this guy, Morgan Moses, he was a consistent quarterback protector his whole career. And mind you, playing in every game in 8 of his 11 seasons. But Frankie, listen to this real quick. We talk about the interesting stats. Patriots starting right tackle last season, Demontre Jacobs, he allowed 9 sacks over 15 games. Morgan Moses, in 723 snaps played last year with the Jets, he only allowed 2 sacks.
2, yeah.
So
I love it.
I'm glad we got this guy,
a good
man.
sign.
And then it's not a notable, not a flashy signing at wide receiver, bro. But the Patriots signed wide receiver Mac Hollins to a 2-year, $8.4 million deal. Mind you, this guy's interesting. I'm giving this grade a C plus. The guy doesn't wear shoes to start off, other than on the football
field. He just walks around
barefoot.
You
know what I mean?
That. I mean, he's cheap enough. He's coming from the Bills, so it's like maybe they can get a little inside info there. Well, it never hurts.
The guy had 5 touchdowns last year with the Bills.
He's a veteran guy. He's a locker room guy. Everyone loves being around him.
Yep.
He loves to play football, so it's like, yeah, C plus, B minus, absolutely. Why not?
And I look at it this way, too. So he's a good locker room guy, obviously, the personality and everything. He's familiar with Josh McDaniels from their time with the Raiders.
Yep.
Mind you, too, he's good on special teams, too. And I'm not talking about returning. I'm talking about the Matthew Slater role, running down the field.
We just need a number 1 is what we need. We have a bunch of number 3s, and then Matt Collins is like a 3-4 guy, too.
He's a piece, man. He's not a game changer on this offense.
He's like kind of like what we had with Kendrick Bourne and some of these guys before. It's just like,
I'm hoping they definitely try to get some other receivers than him.
They definitely need something. If we don't get Hunter in the draft.
So then lastly, Frankie, and this one, I mean, we just got to bring it up. Patriots signed quarterback Josh Dobbs to a 2-year, $8 million deal. And this one kind of surprised me because obviously Joe Milton looked pretty good last year, as a backup. I'm hearing now they're planning on trading Milton considering they want to see him develop in the league. And he's obviously not going to on New England with Drake May as your starter.
If you can get something from Milton just from playing a couple games and, one game really he played it and then preseason, it's like, yeah, why not get something for him?
And it's another one of Vrabel's players from the Titans as well.
Yeah.
Been on 8 other teams. With the 49ers last year, he only had 361 yards, 2 pass touchdowns, 2 rush touchdowns, 2 interceptions, bro.
He's not a bad backup at all. No. He's a veteran guy, so it's like,
and
why
if we
not?
trade Milton, there you go. There's our backup.
Yeah, it's just like having Jacoby Brissett is how I see it. So
right.
Not a bad backup.
We'll see what happens.